The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I got this. Mine's 54. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Derrick Henry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It was Marcel Harris out of Florida making the tackle that time.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Here we go, here we go.
Now.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A first down carry for Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready? 8, read.
Mike, check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Ready?
Again, it's Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Here we go, set. 70, Indy.
You must be getting.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. It's caught by Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Coleman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go. 180. 54, Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Here's Coleman. And an alley to run. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. Black 80.
Too little,
Throwing on second and 8. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Here we go.
They come up on a first and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Your trip is here.
Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, here's Henry. Shoves him aside. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Under 10. Under 10. Greystone, travel.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Big river.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base.
Watch 54, watch 54.
Hey, exit.
Right there.
5.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Check pass. Check pass.
They snap it to Tannehill. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They will run again with Coleman. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Got you. I got you.
On first down, Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
180.
Mike 54.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
second down. It's Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. On second down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurt. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready up. Hey, Sam on. 61, matchbox lights. Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 10-2 stop.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Big grip.
Here's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Go.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Switch. Back.
22 jump bomber. 22.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Check the out.
Go.
Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal.
Let's get off the field, D.
This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. from 6 yards away. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now left side on the swing pass. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Echo. One set. Check, Mike. Ready?
Now it's Tannehill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. To throw, Cousins, eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 51 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Throwing is Cousins. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
X3, 218, chop it. Hey.
Check 49, check 49.
Hey, alert 3. Check 99, check 99.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch twist.
Big Ripper.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Pull it high.
Let's go.
Bravo.
Hey, watch that.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with Cook. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm here all day.
Here's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Shoot.
Now Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here. Anything to seize that momentum back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Henry, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Check. Check hot route.
Snap.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Five.
Mike 5-4. Hey, I'm coming.
Let go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Get it.
From the 29, Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now Cook running right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Ringo 48.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Open man is Thielen, is complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Cousins to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And Bailey able to knock it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
That's it, baby.
We got a plane to catch.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And some room to work. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Henry. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. So this one, a Tennessee